Okay, welcome to episode 11 of The Real Deal with Karen and Maribel. But as you can see, I'm down a co-host because she is on vacation. So Karen, we miss you and hope you're having a great time. Stepping in for Karen is actually my firstborn child.
Her favorite child.
She thinks she's my favorite child.
I know I am.
So, say hi, Maddie.
Hi.
So, Maddie, I would say, how have you enjoyed watching your mom's podcast? But I know that's not true. So, tell me, why haven't you? Because I'm not funny enough for you? I'm not entertaining enough for you?
Because I hear you talk all the time at home. And everything y'all talk about is what you talk about with me.
So, because of that, you don't want to support me and share?
I will, from here on out, okay, now that I'm actually part of it, now I have to do it. So I'll watch them.
Yeah, this was actually a little bit calculated on my part and asking you to be my
was.
co-host.
Mom, come on now. I kind of already knew that. You didn't even have to ask. I already knew.
So, since you really haven't heard what we've talked about, I'll kind of catch up to speed.
Okay.
Me and Karen have kind of just been sharing our journey as moms and as being young moms because I don't know if you knew, she actually had Angel when she was 16. She was in high school, yeah. So I thought it would be kind of cool, kind of fun to get your perspective from the child side, from the receiving end of our parenting.
I'm not having kids anytime soon.
Okay. Am I that terrible?
No.
Okay.
I just... the 3 after me, I don't need any after that. I don't need any of my own. They're enough.
So, how was it growing up with me and your dad as me and your dad, but being that, we were young parents?
Well, I didn't.
Okay.
Was, like...
In comparison to, let's say, like, your friends who are your age, with how their parents are with them. What do you notice?
It didn't make a difference until I got older in, like, high school. That was when I, like, noticed that, or not even high school, like, middle school, you notice that, like, difference in the way you're raised because of, like, the age of your parents.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, in elementary school, no one cared. Like, we were just busy playing on the playground, right?
Yeah.
But in middle school, like, with, like, the music and especially the music, oh my god. I knew a lot of music that people just didn't know, and they were like, what the hell is this? And it's like, doesn't everybody know this? But then it's like, I have to remember that you guys had me, like, at my age. Oh my god, that's so wild to me. You guys had me at my age, and so it's like, everything you guys were growing up with, I grew up with the same thing because you guys were still listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else's parents were, like, older and not listening to that. So they didn't know about that until now. They know about it because of, like, TikTok and all that. But I'm like, you guys are late. I've been on that. I've been knowing.
And then, so what else kind of have you noticed, maybe? Besides the music, maybe just...
Or, like, going out, like, I say a lot to, like, my college friends now, like, oh, yeah, my parents, like, they want to take me to EDC and they want to go clubbing with me. And they're like, what the hell?
Okay,
like,
disclaimer. First of all, it's not to party with our child.
It's to keep an eye on me.
Basically. It's
still
helicopter parenting on a different level.
But it's like, they're like, that's, like, weird. You're okay with doing that? And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean...
But we are fine helicopters.
Yeah, it's like, they're going to be there, but it's like, they're not going to be like, you can't do this, you can't, they're going to let me do what I'm allowed to do within my...
Within your bubble.
Yeah.
So we're more like your bodyguards.
Yeah, my personal bodyguards.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
And then everyone else is like, I would not do that with my parents. I'm like, well, my parents, they were still going clubbing when I was like 10. So, and they were already like 30. So, it's fine.
But what else do you know? Just beside that, just maybe...
I'm raised a lot differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in the sense that, like, we were just talking about this earlier or yesterday. I don't know when we were talking about it, but like, so obviously we're Latino, and so a lot of the people that I know have older Latino parents, and
Yeah.
they're a lot more traditional. Like, my parents can be traditional in certain aspects, but it's like the ones that kind of matter. But I've met other people that they're like they just grew up in really traditional homes, and it's like they like their brothers can like go out and do whatever, and they can't. But our parents are not raising us to do that, like, or like the cooking and the cleaning. Like, we learned how to do all that to survive, not because we're doing it for someone.
Not gender neutral,
Yes.
not gender roles. We're not sticking you into traditional gender roles. We're teaching you all
How to survive on our own, basically.
because you're in college.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of guys my age that don't know how to do their own laundry. That they're like going to school with me. Like, they don't know how to do their own laundry. They don't know how to cook for themselves, and they don't know how to do basic things to survive. And I'm like, didn't they teach you guys this? And they're like, no, they taught my sisters. And I'm like, oh well,
That's too bad for you.
that's not my fault.
That won't be your brother.
That won't be my no.
Nope. He's gonna learn how to take care of himself when he goes off to school. So he's not one of those helpless boys.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and how do you, like, notice the difference between, like, how your siblings and you? Do you feel we're keeping it level? You know, we've always tried to keep it on the lev.
There are certain things, like, okay, like with Dad and Natalia. When I was little, I have my nails done now. But when I was little, and you know you're laughing because it's the truth, I was not allowed to get those little press-on nails for the little girls. My dad would have a conniption if I wore those, okay? He'd get so mad. But now my little sister,
That wasn't my rule.
It doesn't matter. The little one, she's like, Daddy, look, like, I got my nails, like, I have nails on. And he's like, oh, that's so... And where was that when I was little? Not here. I was not allowed to do that. I was not allowed to have my nails painted. Like, homegirl has her toenails and her hands always painted. She asked me to paint them, and I was not allowed to do that. They had to be light pink, barely their colors. And homegirl's rocking white nails over here, and I'm like...
Well, white is okay. It's the absence of color.
But still, even then, Dad was like, no, they have to be light pink or barely there. And I'm like... So...
Okay, well, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, it was going to happen eventually. I try to stay the same with all of you.
It got lax. Somewhere between me and the little ones. There are certain things, and I'm like, y'all would never let me do that when I was little.
What else?
Well, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like when they do things, I'm watching. They're like, oh yeah, if I'd have done that at your age, no ma'am. But I can't think of any off the top of my head. I just know that they exist.
Maybe because they actually don't exist. Because you're making them up.
No, I'm not making them up. They actually do
are.
exist.
Okay, then let's move on. So, how has school been for you?
It's been going. College is not fun. Okay?
Why?
I mean, it's fun. Whoever told me to be a woman in STEM, I have a bone to pick with you because it's great, but it's not great. But it's great at the same time. That's all I have to say. And if you're in college, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. And if you're not, oh well, too bad, because I don't have the time to explain it.
Oh my gosh. My child.
Carbon copy.
Not carbon copy.
Of both of you.
Maybe a little, but not all the way.
Exactly.
So, you and Litzy are going to take a trip.
Yes, we're going to San Francisco.
How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. You know, the first road trip. The road trip has made it out of the group chat. You guys made it out the group chat. I'm very excited. It's our first road trip together. We've been talking about going on a road trip since we were in like the 7th grade. That's how long we've been friends, by the way.
But now you are aware of, you have to check in.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, but you're really bad at it.
Not that bad.
Bad enough. If I've got to send you 20 texts in like
That's
2 seconds.
because you can't let me just open my phone and actually read them. As soon if I don't text back like 0.5 seconds later, you think I'm dead, and I start getting my phone blown up. Like, it takes me 0.5 seconds to open my phone and respond and read it back.
No, I give you the warning text, and I wait. But then you don't respond.
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't respond. So then I have to send you the barrage of texts.
No, you don't let me read them. You just, if I don't answer within, if I'm
sending you 20,
if you don't see those text bubbles pop up as soon as you send me messages, then you start panicking. You send me floods of them.
And they're not meant to be read. The flood isn't meant to be read. It's just to get your attention.
But it's that first one that I can't even finish reading yet. And
okay,
you know it's true.
At first, but in my defense, qué casualidad que cuando tus amigos te mandan text,
no,
right?
I don't answer them
either. Mm-hmm. I see you. See right now. Yeah, exactly. It beamed and you was about to answer it.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, whatever. You knew you were. Who's it from?
None of your business.
Who's it from?
No one.
Oh, I know who it's from.
Anyways.
Shall we talk about that?
We shall not talk about that.
Why not?
Because people are nosy. I don't know who's watching your stuff.
Not anyone you know.
How do you know that?
They would comment. They would say something.
Yeah, but now that I'm on the episode,
Then
they're going to see that.
Well, that's good.
That's fine, but we don't got to talk about everything.
So what are you going to do when you go to San Francisco with Litzy?
As far as I know for sure, we are definitely going to a Giants. Are they Padres? Giants? I don't know how to watch baseball. Some baseball
So then why are you going?
Because why are we going to what? The baseball game?
Yeah.
Because she wants to go. She watches baseball.
Oh, you're going to be so lost.
I mean, I went to the Dodgers game that one time and the Angels game with her that one time.
Did you even understand any of it?
Not the Angels game. The Dodgers...
Okay, wait. Okay.
The Dodgers game, because look, you have to go with certain people and they'll explain it to you. The person I went to the Dodgers game with actually explained things to me. She, when I went to the Angels game, did not explain nothing to me because she was too busy. Well, she kind of did, but she was also just very focused on watching. So I was kind of just sitting there just trying to figure it out myself.
Well, I could understand. See, I can understand that.
See, but
if
now
I went to a soccer game, I don't have time to explain the game to you. You either show up knowing or you just sit there and behave.
That's what I did. But I kind of have a general consensus of what.
But it's not that hard,
about.
though. Baseball's super easy. Look, they stand there for hours. They get lucky and someone hits a ball. Then there's a little action. They run and everyone gets all wild. Woo! But the most of the time, about 90% of the time, it's just swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Sorry. I don't have much for baseball.
We're not a baseball family. We're a soccer family. And I'll say it a million times over again. Sorry.
I'm not sorry. And then what else are you going to do?
I think...
Are you going to the bread place?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you bringing back the bread to your siblings?
I'm bringing back bread for myself, too. What you talking about? Bringing
Yeah,
myself
but
back
you...
a turtle. Yes, I'm bringing bread back for everybody.
What's the history with the bread?
So, there's this... Okay, so when I was little, my dad used to travel for work a lot. He's a dental assistant, right? And they used to send him up to offices in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bakery out there that makes sourdough bread, and they make it in the shape of animals. And every time he would go, he would bring some back. And for a really long time, he wasn't traveling for work. And then he went up, I think, this year or maybe last year?
I think last year.
Last year, he went back up. They sent him back up again, and he was able to come back with a bread. It's just sourdough bread in the shape of an animal. But like for me, I knew he was going. That's how I knew he was going to San Francisco, is because he'd bring back the bread. So it's like a core memory for me. So now that I'm going, I get to go and bring back the bread. If that makes sense.
It does.
So like
okay.
A full circle moment.
Tell me, because this is not something we talked about when we were younger. You guys are obsessed with these core memories. Is it ever since that damn Disney movie came out? What was it called?
Inside Out.
Inside Out, all of a sudden...
But it makes sense. You watch the movie and then you see how they explain the core memories and like, okay, like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you know?
But everything is a core memory
No,
to you.
it's not. No,
Okay.
no. I am not one of those people that just uses words to use them, okay?
I feel like sometimes
no,
you
I'm
are.
not, okay?
Like
For
sometimes
me,
you
the
can
ones,
be.
the memories that stuck with me when I was little that I still remember in, like, distinct detail, those are core memories.
Okay, let me guess what they are. I'm not going to guess all of them, but I have a good idea of them.
Okay.
The bread.
Yes.
Kill Bill.
Oh, God, yeah.
We'll get back to that, 'cause I think I'm raising many sociopaths, to be quite honest.
You are.
But Kill Bill. Daddy Yankee.
Yes. Yes, because, yeah.
Family Parties.
Yes.
What else? I don't think, is Arizona one? Not really.
Mm-mm.
You're older.
No.
There's so many. I've got 4. What else?
The one time we went to the beach after we dropped Dad off the airport.
Oh, yeah.
That one, I don't know why. It's just, like, so, like, I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it.
No, it wasn't. We dropped him off at work.
Oh, see, but, like, we dropped him off. I just know we dropped him off
Mhm.
somewhere. And we had to pick him up, and we stopped at the beach. That's literally all I remember. But I just know that we dropped him off somewhere and we went to the beach. And we were feeding seagulls. That's all I
No, we
remember.
were feeding seagulls.
We weren't?
No. We dropped him off early. Then we went to get breakfast.
I don't remember that.
We got breakfast at Jack in the Box. And then we went to the beach to eat it.
Oh,
And
maybe
you
that's
were-
where the food is coming from.
And you were eating, and the seagulls were hovering around you.
Oh, so that's what it was.
And then after that is when we went to the mall and to Barnes & Noble.
I think I briefly remember Barnes & Noble. But I remember for sure the beach.
Yeah. What else is? Okay, well, I think let's go back to that sociopath part. So, my child, I don't know why.
You did not have to start. It was their fault for introducing me to Quentin Tarantino, and that's all I have to say.
But for whatever reason, she was obsessed with the Kill Bill movies. The first one, the second one, and then after that it led to a whole era of violent female heroine.
Because then you had Ultraviolet.
You were just obsessed with
And then
anything
you had
Uma Thurman and Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich. No, but then you had the one with Daddy's girlfriend. My God, what's the movie? Arrow something. No. Aeon Flux.
Oh, Charlize Theron.
Aeon Flux. That movie too.
She basically liked movies that had gore and women that are slashing and
Blood.
killing and blood. And so now Natalia, we have discovered, she's obsessed with shark movies.
I originally
Not any old kind of shark movie. She really
shark
gets a
attacks,
kick out
like,
of
people getting their limbs bitten off, like blood.
She's intrigued.
like scary.
She just sits there and enjoys the movie like it's the most. For her, that it's no different than watching a Disney movie or
It's no
Bluey.
different- Yeah, than watching Bluey. Yeah.
It's no different than watching
And
Bluey.
you know how that happened because I had watched 47 Meters Down Under with my friends, and I was like, and I was just being, big older sister. I'm mean to them. Oh wow, big whoop. I was like, I'm gonna put this movie on. I'm gonna make them watch it
God.
because it's not even that scary. Like, there's no ghosts, but they're gonna watch it. And I put it on, and I was expecting them to like be scared. No, she was. And Rocco was like, you know how Rocco gets, like,
Yeah.
the suspense. He does get, like, the suspense, like, does do something to him. But she was into it. She was not complaining. She loved it. And I was like, oh, no. And then, a couple days later, we were like, I told her, she came up to me, she was like, oh, I want to watch the shark movie again. And I was like, again, we just watched it. I was like, how about we watch a different one? Because I wanted to watch The Meg and I hadn't seen it yet. And it's out for, like,
Wait,
a really
what's the
long time.
Meg?
The Meg, the one with Jason Statham, is another shark movie. The Meg, the movie with the big shark and Jason Statham, that movie. She wanted to watch that movie, and so I put that one on, and then after that, that's when it started.
Yeah, but say how, because I didn't see her reaction, but she was like,
Same thing.
yelling at the actors.
She was. She was laughing at them, not just yelling at them. No, she was laughing at them. She was laughing at them. And I was like,
which
girl.
ones? Because she talks about the scene where a woman is climbing a rope and then she falls. And
that was from 47 meters down under. They were like in an underwater cave, or not like an underwater cave, but like it was like an underwater cave, and the walls of the cave went up over the water, and there was climbing gear that was hanging from the side of the walls, and one of the characters was like, okay, we can climb out of here, but you guys have to climb up one at a time. And they thought they were in the clear because the sharks were not in there, but then the shark came out from like the side and was in the same general vicinity of them, and one character started panicking while the other one was climbing the rope, and so homegirl over here jumps on the rope, and there's two of them on the rope, and the rope is not strong enough for the both of them, and that homegirl Holly over there is yelling at the one that's climbing the rope that's not supposed to be climbing the rope, because
what was she saying?
I don't even remember. I just remember she was on her. She was like, it was so funny. She's like, you're gonna break the rope, and the rope broke, and she was like, see, I told you. I was like, they can't hear you, but okay.
Oh, I think she gets that from us. We yell at the movies
a lot.
We do. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, because hello, common sense, like, duh, you don't have any. That's why we yell at you.
That's very true. So I think I don't know why she's obsessed with sharks. The blood, the gore, the guts. You were obsessed with Kill Bill, blood, gore, and guts. And your other two siblings are like normal.
Because Rocco's scared of blood.
And Kelly's not a big fan of that either.
Yeah.
I mean, as she gets older, it's fine with her, but she wasn't about it as a child. Mm-mm.
Just me.
Yeah.
It's fitting. The oldest and the youngest.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, how was it when they were born? How did you feel? Being the oldest. And first there was Kelly.
So...
but you asked for Kelly, so...
I did ask for Kelly. I got bored of being alone. I was alone for 7 years. And so I asked for a sibling, and originally... Did I ask for a brother?
No.
No, I just asked for a sibling, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They told me my mom was pregnant, and I started crying. This is one of those core memories. I remember we were in the loft of one of the houses that we had, and they told me my mom was pregnant, and I started crying because at the time I had my own room and my own bathroom, and my bathroom was super girly, and it was super cute, and I started crying because I was like, I'm gonna have to share a bathroom with this little boy, and they're gonna put cars in it, and I don't want cars in my... And that was literally what I said. I was like, I don't want to share my bathroom because you're gonna put cars in it, and right now it's a girl's bathroom, and I don't want it to be a boy's bathroom. And that's why I started crying. And then, and I was like, it's not gonna be a boy. It doesn't. And it was like, it can be a boy. It can't be a boy. And then it was a girl.
She manifested that.
I did. I really did.
She manifested a sister for sure.
Because I was not about to share my bathroom with a boy and put boy stuff on there. No. Mm-mm. It had my name on it too. It had flowers and everything. I was like, I'm not about to get rid of that. We can add her name to it though. We're not getting rid of it.
And then, how did you enjoy when Kelly was born and she got a little bit like past the baby stage?
It was fun. I had a little bestie. I mean, I would be mean to her sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Do we want to talk about when you kicked her in the butt and she fell over?
I don't remember that. Apparently, she was learning how to walk, and I just went.
No, she was standing up, and she was on all fours, standing up. She got up, butt in the air. She was about to lift her hands up, and you were just standing there, just looking at her, just emotionless, sociopath face, and with your foot, you looked at her and you went. And then she fell face first into the floor and you kind of laughed.
I don't remember that.
You did that.
I don't remember that.
You got in trouble for that.
I don't remember that. Sorry.
And then how about when Rocco and Natalia were born? You were older, so...
Yeah, when Rocco was born, I don't really remember how I felt. But I remember when Natalia was born, I was like, not to be mean, but I was like, another one? Because listen, they said that after my brother, that was it. And I was like, okay, that's it. Like, after me. And then they had Natalia. And then I was like, another one? And then I was like, And so then a little bit after she was born, every major piece of news they had to tell me, and I was like, oh my god, if she's pregnant, I just automatically assumed. And then they were like, obviously now there's no more kids. So I was like, okay. But for the first couple months after my sister was like, after she was already a little bit older and they had like major news to tell me, I was like, oh my god, she's gonna be pregnant again.
Oh my god, I thought you were worried about that.
Yeah, because I was like, there's already 4 of us. They want another one? Are we not enough? Because at that point I was already like, oh my god, there's 3 of them after me. Like, I can't even keep up. And they want to make me keep up with another one? No.
No. Four is, that's it. No more.
Yeah.
4 is fine.
That's a good number.
It is, because you're evenly divided.
2 per parent.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have the sisters, it's you and Kelly, and you have the twins.
Oh, the twins, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're evenly divided, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You're all good. And how is it when you go out with them?
People think they're my kids. Which doesn't make sense because, like, I get that I look older sometimes than I am, which it doesn't bother me. I don't care. But like when it's all 4 of us out together and people think all 3 of them are mine, it's like, okay, I don't look that old that I have a 13-year-old child. Like, come on now, guys. The 2 little ones, fine, maybe. But a 13-year-old at 20 years old, I don't look that old. I look old, but I don't look that old.
Now, do you think it's because we had you so young that you act more mature than other people?
Yeah, definitely. And it's not even the fact that you guys had me young. I think it's just the way you guys raised me. Because I think, or maybe it is the fact because you guys had to grow up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, just the way you guys raised me kind of was, like, the same way. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah, I do get told.
Well, like, elaborate.
I just, like, I've been told, like, the way I carry myself.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, the way I speak to people. Obviously now. But when I'm, like, talking to other people. Or I have to talk to, like, my professors. Or just people that, you know, for my clubs, I have to talk to people in charge. Or lead, or head directors. Or whatever, no sé qué tanto. That I do carry myself older. And people often, like, I've gotten. And that I look older, too. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's genetics.
Maybe it's your red hair.
No, before my red hair, too. Like, before my red hair. Oh my god, I've been red for 1 year. And all of a sudden, antes it was my phone. It's because of your phone. Now it's because of my red hair. Oh my gosh.
But
Anyways.
go on.
Yeah, like, now people will mistake me for, like, 22. I've gotten 23 sometimes. Like, even, like, and, like, not even, like, with makeup or dressed or anything. Like, just me, like, completely barefaced, like, walking around campus. People think I'm older. I'm like, thanks? Thank you? I don't know. I don't look older, but I mean, I guess. Sure. We'll go with that. But, yeah.
Well, probably because we always taught you to speak clearly.
Yeah. I feel like I meet people sometimes that are my age, and I'm like, where's your common sense? Like, did they not raise you with common sense? Maybe it's that.
Like what? Give an example.
Like, I don't know. Like, they're just, like, I know people that are my age that sometimes I talk to them, I'm like, why do you guys act so much younger? Like, what is it?
What did they say? What did they do?
It's just, like, the way they carry themselves. Like, they say certain things, or the way they react to certain situations that they find themselves in. I'm like, that's very, like, well, I would have done in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But you're already 20, 21, 22, and you're still acting that same way. So, what have you been taught? Like, how are you taught to handle certain situations that you're put in, and versus how have I been taught to handle those situations?
Yeah. And how do you feel about that? Like, what?
I mean, it makes me feel bad for them sometimes. I swear. Because, like, I talk to these people and I'm like, why are you acting like that? But then I'm like, I feel so bad for you. Like, I just know if I see it, older people look at you and go, why do you act like that? I just feel bad. But I don't say anything. It's not my place.
Okay, so, and with your siblings, do you feel they're kind of following, like, we're following in your footsteps there?
Yeah, because it's not that so much that they're... I think in a sense, yeah, they are mature, but they're also, like...
Obviously,
they
they're
can
kids.
behave themselves really well, too. Like, I've met other kids their age, and they're just freaking wild. And I'm like, where are your parents? Like, do they not... Like, what are you? What...
Oh my god.
But then, like, and I
Please.
compare them to my siblings, and I'm like, okay, like, yeah, you guys, they know, like, they know how to behave when they need to. And so,
Well, that's
that
good.
plays something into their maturity as well. So, they'll probably be the same way as I am.
Hopefully, not as ruthless.
Me? I'm not ruthless.
No.
Well, I have said some things that I tell my parents, and they're like, oh my god, you're my child. Like, what was that one thing that I said to someone, and you guys were like, I was at school, and...
Oh,
What
do you
was
want,
it?
do you want...
I don't remember what
but
it is.
I remember. Do you want to bring that up?
Well, what are you remembering? Because there was a few of them that I said, and that you were like, you're my child.
I was really shocked with one. Do you
Which
want...
one was it?
What was her name? Jody?
Wait. Oh, when she called me?
No, the
No.
one when she shared
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Theater.
Okay, what was the other one? There's more, though. There's that one, but there's also
Oh.
more.
I don't know. That's the one that sticks out a lot. Because
Yeah, we're not gonna... That one was kind of... Again, but that was both of them speaking, okay?
No.
I embodied the both of them. That came out of my mouth.
Just don't ever get on her bad side, or ever be on the I don't like you list. Because that
I will be honest. I have
really
said some brutal things to some people, but it wasn't like I just opened my mouth and said it for no reason. Because I'm not like that either. They just put themselves in those situations. Like,
that is true. Like that one boy you told me that dropped out of high school.
oh, okay, but you keep egging me on too, because you keep asking about him sometimes. Every so often you ask me about him.
Because I don't understand it. I just don't understand why someone would willingly drop out of high school.
We were literally like a couple months out too. Like, it
Yes,
literally
you
a
were
couple months out
almost
of
done.
to graduate, and he was like,
and it wasn't like he was a failing student. He was on track. You just had to
he just said bye.
bear it for like another couple months, and he willingly did not choose that because he was already making money. And I get it, the entrepreneurial life and all that, but at the bare minimum, don't be looked upon
now,
like a simpleton.
if he wanted to get anywhere further with him, like, you can't. A lot of the things
No,
that
everything requires at
a
least a high school
diploma.
education.
Now you have to go back and get your GED.
Right. And then they look at it like, oh, GEDs are still like...
Even, yeah.
Like
I know people that I went to high school with. We don't talk anymore, but, like, some of the people that I did go to high school with, like, they finished graduating, and they, like, one has his own tequila marketing brand. Like, he's in everything. He has his own tequila marketing brand, like... He's his own that's his tequila.
He's entrepreneuring.
And he's doing God knows what else. But, like, he finished high school.
Bathroom?
I don't know, baby. We're recording. Close the door.
Could I go to Grandma's bathroom?
Go on.
Thanks.
Again, we're not professionals. We have interruptions all the time. But he's entrepreneuring.
Yeah.
This person you knew. But that is high school diploma. Yes, I did.
I think he's still going to I don't know. I don't keep track. But the point is, if you're already halfway done with school, don't drop out. Just finish.
Not even that. If you're pretty much at the finish line, don't be a buster and stop. Run all the way through. Don't pass out at the, a quarter mile to
Yeah.
go.
I mean, no one's saying you have to go to college.
Exactly.
But just at
At
least
least
finish high school.
Yes. But yes, I may have said something because I was totally in shock. So.
Yeah, and then he kept asking me questions about him, and I was like, I don't know.
Because again, for the life of me, I can't fathom why someone would willingly just do that.
Well, he did, so. I don't
It's what it is.
know. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Anyways, are you looking forward to next year?
Yes and no. Yes, because that means I'm that much closer to being done with school.
You are, and it's going to be year 3 already.
But no, because school. So, yeah.
It's fine, but it'll be worth it at the end.
It better be.
It will be.
I'm telling y'all, if you don't want to go to college, don't go to college. Don't do it. I mean, if you want to go, but if you sit there and you think, yeah, it's not for me, don't force yourself to do it, because
And if you're going to go, don't go for the, liberal arts. It's not going to
yeah, they don't really do anything. I mean, you can like liberal arts to be a teacher, maybe,
but that's about
but
it.
that's about it. Yeah. But then again, I can't say anything. I'm in STEM, so I don't really know anybody in liberal arts or in humanities either. So
What kind of careers can you get in humanities?
in humanities, professor, like my French professors, she majored in Latin studies and stuff like that. She teaches Spanish, English, French, and because she's Belgian, so that's what they speak out there. Do they speak German? What do they speak out there in Belgium?
Belgium? I don't know.
Is it German?
Belgian.
You make us sound so ignorant.
But
Whatever
I don't
language, I
know.
believe it's German.
I think it is. Like in Austria, I think Austrian.
I think it's German. She teaches whatever language it is that they speak in Belgium. She's also a professor of that language.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's German.
Okay.
I can look it up. I'm like 90% sure it's German. Because it's like right there.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And
I'm sure
I
it is.
believe Belgium was like that region broke off from the Germanic tribes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they speak German.
Well, there you go. So, you're going to see who in September? Huh?
I'm so excited. Her name is Caliuchis. And I've been a fan of this girl for years, like years.
Yes, talk about that, because you're so insulted when people are just now discovering her. You're like,
no, I'm
I've
not
been
insulted.
knowing.
I'm not insulted.
You're
I'm
so
just
bothered.
I'm not bothered. Maybe just a little bit. But like, if you have a favorite artist that you like watch them come up onto the scene, of course you're gonna be a little butthurt when all these other people are like, oh my god, I love them. And it's like, you only listen to the first album or the most recent album they came out with. Be quiet. So yeah, her name is Caliuchis, and Viviana, my cousin. Yeah, my cousin. We discussed this, right? She's my cousin. My cousin.
No, she's your aunt.
No, she's my cousin.
No, that's your dad's cousin.
So she's my second cousin.
Yeah, but we don't do that. She's your aunt.
Okay, but she's my cousin.
But yeah, technically she's your second cousin. But she's your aunt.
But I don't. She's younger than me, so she's my cousin.
Well,
Look,
she's
if your
still
aunt
your
is young, if your aunt is younger
No,
than me,
because she's still
No,
your
I don't
cousin.
call her Tia though.
No, you wouldn't. You
Yeah.
would just say her name.
Yeah, she's my.
But she would technically be.
Okay, but my whole life she was my cousin, so she's staying my cousin. Anyways.
But she's
Oh
technically
my
your aunt.
God, Mom.
But okay.
My cousin aunt, okay? Is that
Your
better?
family member.
Yes. She introduced me to her, like years back ago, and
I scratched myself right.
Speak of the shark lover. Come here, shark lover.
I
But-
scratched myself.
You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. Go on.
what are you trying to show up in the camera? Bye.
Goodbye, Mama.
Anyways. Um, she introduced me to her, or like to that artist, like a while back ago, and I think at that time she only had a first album out, or it was like an EP, and so I started listening to her, and I went back and listened to all her music on SoundCloud, like everything, and I stayed listening to her, and I had been trying to go see her for like ever, for a really long time, when she had gone on tour with another artist, Tyler Creator, and I didn't know she was going on tour with him, and if I didn't know that, I would have gone to go see him because I like him too. But my funny story on how I got the tickets, so it was this year during my finals week, and I had pulled I pulled 48 hours of being awake because I was studying for bio. I
Yeah.
was studying for my bio final. I had 48 hours no sleep. I was awake studying. And me and my roommate at one point, because I have two
She's not
roommates.
picking her nose. She has
My
a nose ring.
Yeah, it's my nose ring. Sorry, it's a force of habit. It's my nose ring. No, it's my nose ring. I swear. See, I have a nose ring. It's my nose ring. Anyways, it's because I have to fix it sometimes. Anyways, within that 48 hours, at some point in time, me and all my roommates had gone out to, I don't know where, I think we went to like Starbucks or something. This is a 48-hour Starbucks in Santa Ana, so we're like, let's go because we need Starbucks.
You mean 24 hour?
24 hours. See what I mean? It was a 24-hour Starbucks, and we went, and on the way back, I don't know, I think that's when, I just know we were out in the car somewhere driving late at night, and she was like, tickets are going on sale, and I was like, no way. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, when? And we were just trying to figure out when it was. And she was like, if the tickets go on sale while you're at your final or whatever, I'll get them. And I was like, okay, cool. After I took my bio final, I knocked out. I was out for like the whole day because I was tired. And before, we originally thought, because the final was on Wednesday and we thought they were going to go on sale Friday, it turns out they were going on sale that same Wednesday, and I was out, I was asleep, and so she went ahead and bought them. And I just remember at some point in time I woke up for like 15 minutes and I checked my phone and it was blown up, all these texts from her saying that we got tickets, and I was like, okay, period. And so I go back to sleep. And then I wake up again like an hour later, and she's like, never mind. She's like, I found cheaper ones. I'm going to sell the other ones. And I was like, okay. And so, yeah, she got the tickets while I was asleep. We had found cheaper ones, so she sold the original ones that we had bought in. And
Purchased. Boughten's not a word.
Oh my gosh, we sold the original ones that we purchased. I'm not an English major, guys.
But you don't have to be an English major to know.
Boughten not a word?
Is not a word.
Really?
Botten is. Who have you heard say botten?
Okay, anyways.
I went and bought something. What?
Anyways.
It's purchased or bought.
We sold the original ones we bought.
There you go.
Because we had found those cheaper ones, so now we're going.
I mean, you're in college. At least let the people think you know what you're saying.
Look, you want to read my academic papers? You can read them. I sound like a 50-year-old, okay?
Who says botten in the off time?
Oh my god. Anyways. So yes, we're going to see Caliuchis in Hollywood in September, and I'm very excited because I've been waiting for this moment I'm just kidding. For like a good chunk of my adolescent life. And I'm very excited. So, yes, that's what's happening.
Well, look at you having a full summer. San Francisco.
I think I'll be in school by then, though. I think school will have started by then.
But still, it'll be an eventful.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're going to go to your first little concert. Actually, not your first concert.
Not my first one. It's like my third one.
Your first one.
My first one was Becky G. Let's get it right.
Oh, but I don't.
That was a concert.
I guess it was, but I guess I don't consider it because it was free.
It's still a concert.
It was at the Farmer's Fair.
Yes.
And she was still on the come up.
She was.
And she did the festival circuit, and we took her to see Becky G at the fair.
And which is funny because my best friend was, at the time, we hadn't been friends yet. That was a year before we met. She was there a couple rows in front of us.
Oh, how funny.
same
She
night.
was?
Yeah, Litzy and her sisters and her mom were there.
Oh, how funny.
So me and her were fated to be.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then your second concert was?
One Direction.
No.
Or One Direct, as my dad calls them.
That's the best. I will never forget you just... What song was it? No, it was when they came out. When they
No, they hadn't come out yet. It was right after. It was not even. And 5 Seconds of Summer hadn't even come out yet. Oh, I still need to go see them before they break up. Whew.
5 Seconds hadn't come out yet? Yeah,
No,
they did.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, because it already was dark.
But they were still singing when it was dark.
No, I think One Direction was about to come out. They were starting to switch the stage. All I know is that they're about to come out.
Cry.
And I look over, and Kelly's just having the time of her life. Kelly's like, yeah, this is great. She's dancing. She's hopping around. This one over here is full on bawling in tears. Just, you know, like when you see footage of girls crying when Elvis appears.
Oh my god, it was not that dramatic.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was not.
Yes, it
It
was.
was not that dramatic. I don't remember it to be that dramatic.
It was that dramatic.
It was not that
It
dramatic.
was, I was like, wow, I never have to wonder what that scene was like when Elvis was alive because I just experienced it
It
with
was
my...
not that dramatic.
Yes, it was.
She's over exaggerating.
No, it was.
You're hyperbolizing. See, I could use big words.
Oh, good for you. You want a cookie for that? That's a core memory for me.
It was not that dramatic.
It was.
You're just
And Kelly was looking over at you like, what is wrong with her? She's like, it's not that serious, sister.
It was not that dramatic.
It was,
It
but
was
it's
a little.
fine.
It was a couple tears coming down my face.
No, it was bawling ugly cry.
It was
Kim
not ugly
Kardashian
crying.
level ugly
It was
crying.
not.
Like,
It was not okay.
yes, it was.
It was not. I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's fine. We both know that it was.
No, it
you
wasn't.
can say
It was a
wasn't.
couple tears. That was it.
No,
Yeah, it was.
no, it wasn't.
It was a couple
So
tears.
how are you gonna? Are you gonna act right when you go see Kelly? Or are you gonna start crying again?
I'm not gonna start crying again.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
I'm gonna be wearing a full face of makeup. I have to act right. I'm not trying to let everything melt off. I'm not gonna start crying.
I think you will.
No, I'm not.
I think we should put money on it.
Oh, sure, I'll win. I'm not gonna start crying. Come on now. No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. We will see. We will see.
It's a couple tears.
No.
Tears.
It was
No,
Elvis
it's not.
level. It was Elvis
Just a
level
couple- just
for
a
Zayn.
couple. But again, just a couple tears.
No.
Yeah.
No, if you had makeup, if I allowed you to wear makeup then, it would be all running down.
No,
It was that bad.
no, it was not.
But it's okay.
It was not that bad.
But it's okay. I still love you.
It was not that bad.
Yes, it was, Maddie Kadabi.
It was not that bad.
It was. But anyway. So what are you looking forward to with your third year of school? Kind of some goals that you have?
More interesting classes because Jesus, these general bio classes are really boring.
What do you get?
Suck.
What are you gonna get to take?
Neurology. I think the human evolution, microbiology, which is still kind of boring, but it's a specification, so I can't really complain. I'm really excited to take neurology. That one seems really cool. I had to take a couple neurology classes. I get to take neurology labs.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
And the dreaded chem.
I'm gonna jump off a cliff because of that one day watch. I swear to God.
No, you won't. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I have to take chem.
You'll be fine.
And I have to take physics.
Just remember, if you can't go through it, you can always go over it or around it.
Okay. What else? I'm gonna try and get into the hospital so I can start working.
And what about, are you excited to be on the board of directors for your Ballet Folklorico group?
I get to start teaching people how to dance. I have to
That's
start
cool.
working on choreo. I haven't done that. It's just been really hot, and to be quite honest, I've just been sleeping because I didn't do a lot of that during the school year. So,
Life of a college student, everyone.
yeah, I didn't. I swear I would go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning every day and have to wake up at 8. So, anyways, but yes, I am an instructor. I will be teaching and choreographing and coordinating, which is super exciting because I love doing ballet folklorico. And there are a bunch of dances that I want to teach that we don't teach because no one knows how to do them. So that's what I'm going to be doing this summer's learning and then teaching in the next year. That's super exciting.
That is fun. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I have a lot of people that want to join because I'm teaching the state of Veracruz, which is those big white dresses, the big
Flower.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know a lot of people, like a lot of the veterans that I dance with that are like, we like how you teach, you've done it. Because the last couple of times that I've danced, I obviously like, I help the instructors because I know the steps.
Yeah.
And so people have told me that they just like the way I teach things. And that they've seen me just like on the offside, like just doing like dances that I kind of have been learning on the side, and they're like, we want to learn that. I like the way you teach. What are you teaching? When are you teaching? What songs are you teaching? So I have a lot of people that are like, I want to join your region.
Oh,
So.
that's so fun. I'm so proud of you.
And all the guys too. All the guys, because we don't have very many guys in the group.
Yeah.
And all of them are like, and I'm like, yes, please, I need guys.
That's good.
I need you guys.
That's good.
to
Well,
dance
I'm
with
glad.
us.
I'm glad you're excited for third year. And we'll see how it goes for you.
And I turn 21 next year, so
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
It's not that fun.
It's very fun. What do you mean?
What are you going to do?
Don't worry about it.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. And what any other 21-year-old would do.
Well, you're not any other 21-year-old. You're my child, so you'll have to keep me in the loop.
I'll keep you in the loop, but then you can't get mad at me and say nothing because I'm already 21. So if I said, hey...
Do you forget that we're Hispanic? I'll get mad at you when you're 61.
That's fine, but I'll be in Irvine.
Because that's not...
You can just get mad at me through the phone.
Oh, because I can't drive down there.
I'll just buy you a drink. Here you
Child, I'm not so easily bribed.
go.
Have we just met? You're going to have to keep me in the loop.
I will. But I'm still going to be going out. But you'll know.
I'm going to have to find a tracker.
You literally... Okay, no. Because look. She literally has my location. Okay? And sometimes I'll get text. And she'll be like, where you at? And I'm like...
Because your location's not working.
My location's always working.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it does not.
Well, then I can't do anything about that.
Well, that's why I think a
it should,
chip...
because I never turn it off.
Well, a chip, I think, would work a lot better.
You are not chipping me. I'm not a dog.
That's not for dog. It's for...
No.
We've had this
No.
conversation.
You want to chip me like a dog. I'm not a dog.
No, they
Nope, I refuse to be
experimented
chipped.
on dogs
No,
first to make
no,
sure they don't
no,
have any
no,
adverse
no,
effects.
No. You're not
I
chipping
already
me.
told you how I feel
No.
about that.
No, I'd rather you put an air tag on me.
Then I will do that.
But you're not chipping me.
It doesn't have to be implanted. Maybe you never know. I give you a nose ring and
No.
like, here you go, and it's
No, because you don't even like my nose ring. So if you gave me a nose ring, I'd be like... Exactly.
Maybe-
Nope.
I'll figure it out. We're gonna keep you one. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it for all your siblings too,
Oh my god.
even the boy. Hey, I have to know where you guys are. It's a big, scary world out there.
That's fine, but you're not chipping me. No.
Okay, maybe I won't chip you, but I'll find some way to keep something on you at all times.
Okay. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry.
My word's not enough.
No.
No.
It's okay. I still love you. And I appreciate you doing this with me. I hope you had a good time.
I did.
And I hope you didn't feel too embarrassed.
No, because this is the conversations we have on the daily, so.
Okay, good. It would have been embarrassing if we'd have brought up what you said in theater class.
Not embarrassing, more just like people will look at you and be like, "That's your daughter." That's kind of mean.
It wasn't mean. I mean,
no. Look. I can't say anything else.
look. Okay. The thing is, and is that if you are a person that we don't like,
you're gonna know that we don't
you're
like you.
going to know. And it's not because we will say mean things, you know, like
we're not
insulting things.
Yes, we won't be mean to you on purpose.
We aren't insulting. We
just say it how it is.
We just
a
will
little extra bluntly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's just it.
Yeah. Just a little too bluntly.
There will be no filter from here to here if we don't like you. And so whatever we're thinking about you will be said. And sometimes it's not nice things. And
it's not, again,
people, but
it doesn't sound...
it doesn't sound tasteful.
Yes. There we go.
It doesn't sound tasteful.
It's tact.
Yeah.
But...
And that's very much you and Dad.
It's more your dad than me.
Well, either way, I told my dad I said that, and he went, you know, those eyes he does. And you too, you're like, oh my God.
Because...
She looked so ashamed for a minute.
Well, it took me a second to process, like...
I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for... No, I'm surprised that no one else heard me say that.
Okay, but the thing is that,
like, the people that I was around heard me say that, but they didn't say anything because they felt... I said what everybody was on... What was on everyone's mind. No one else just had the gall to say it.
But the thing was that you didn't say something mean. You stated a fact.
It was just a very harsh fact.
It was a harsh fact, and not at the right moment to say such a thing. But
oh, oops. I didn't like her anyway, so I really didn't care.
That is true. But okay. We'll move on. Maybe one day we'll tell that story.
Oh, no.
We'll just, we'll change names to protect the identities of the other people involved.
Yeah.
But, so we hope you enjoyed this episode, coming to you from...
my sister's bunk bed.
Because she's got the lights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment and follow. And if you have any suggestions on anything else you want to hear, let us know. And if you'd like to see this one again, you know, let me know before September. Because that's when she's got to go back.
That's when I leave.
Yep. So this has been another episode of The Real Deal with Karen and Maribel, but with Maddie. All right. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.